like you say, nobody gave you anything. Nobody gave you nothing. You worked for it, and your grades was good, and you still found a way to be motivated and make music. You done did songs with artists in the United States, Europe, all over the continent of Africa. You truly a global, you know what I'm saying, entertainer,
Yeah,
man, and that's very motivating. That's why I
yeah,
got a lot of respect for you, man. So salute to you and keep grinding, stay
yeah.
strong, and keep making that good music because I know you're gonna bubble one day. And I ain't just saying that, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? So
I I also feel that way too, man. I also feel like one day I'm also like you actually have a book out, you have some music videos, the music out. So I also feel the same way. But what I do know for sure, it's either you're gonna pop this side or you're gonna pop that side.
oh man, shit. I hope so. I
Because
hope
truly
so. I'm
speaking,
thankful.
because people
Yeah.
already know about you here in South Africa.
Yeah, man. If I bubble, I really want to, just in case, I would like to start a label like in Africa and showcase the
Yeah.
talents that the continent has. And you know where I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna straight start with the South Side. I'm gonna roll with you. If I get to that level. But hopefully, you gotta speak things into existence. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's true, bro.
So my next question is like, what was the hip hop scene like in Durban and Ishawa and Stanger and all of these places? But before you answer that, I just want to let the people know where you from. That's
Yeah.
Zulu land. Am I correct? That's where Shaka Zulu from, right?
That's where Shaka Zulu. I'm a
Right,
real
right.
Zulu man.
Yeah, you gotta rep that, bro. Because if I was from where Shaka Zulu was from, everybody would know it. He walking through the same hoods that Shaka Zulu walked through, and he
Exactly.
actually took me
Exactly.
to Shaka Zulu's gravesite when I came to visit him. He showed me where Shaka Zulu was buried, and they got a memorial for him and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we
Yeah.
grew up, learning about Shaka Zulu. You know what I'm saying? So that's a strong lineage, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
and
But I
and
want to.
and for me and for me too, for those who don't know, actually I was so grateful for me to actually get a chance to take you there, to go with you there. And because I also didn't have that much information when it comes to that. I only had a little bit because when we were in school, we used to learn it from the books, but we were never been taken to the grave, you understand,
Yeah.
to where everything happens. So we also used to see it in books and magazines and stuff. So when I got that opportunity to say, you know what, I've seen here, I'm here now, let me just take my brother and walk him through to what I've also witnessed.
Okay, okay. Now I got a question for you. Now, was you born
Mhm.
before apartheid or during apartheid or after apartheid?
I think because I'm an '89 baby, so it was an apartheid time.
Right, right.
But because apartheid ended in '94, that's when we got our freedom. So I was born in '89, so I was born in apartheid. So my mother was used to move around with me places and stuff like that, hiding me, and because she was in Durban, she spends a lot of her time in Durban. So like even I grew up in Durban in Mlazi a little bit, and then I went straight to Ishawa because I was naughty and stuff. So I grew up in a little bit in Durban, but then I went to Ishawa. So I actually was in the era of apartheid, but I didn't experience because I was still young. So it's nothing much that I can say about it besides to say I've read about it, I've seen what they used to do in videos in magazines and stuff like that because they still showing all the type of stuff that used to happen when we were still under the struggle.
Right, right. So for the viewers who don't know, apartheid, that's like Jim Crow. So he was born like during the civil rights movement, you know what I'm saying? So that says a lot of turmoil, a lot of people died and sacrificed their life for change
Exactly.
for black people. So they got their
Yeah, like
first president, Nelson Mandela, in
mm,
1994. So that wasn't that long ago. Maybe what was that 25 years ago or something like that. So, South
yeah,
Africa is really a fairly new country. So
yeah. We still new. We're still developing. And the funny thing is, we actually now discovering some things that we actually. I don't know. I don't wanna. actually talk about this because it's the way it's people they actually narrating it. It's not what we actually were told, what we the world has been told, because we just discovered that we actually were gave freedom, but we don't have a land. We have a land issue. We have our economy issue. The economy still belongs to the white people. Then there's few blacks that are also in that circle. But economy-wise, South Africans, some of them, they still struggling. So we're still going through that step by step. Like they had, I think 2 years ago, before Jacob Zuma got out of his seat, because he was our former president, they were talking those like to transform the economic transformation. They were talking those talks with the white people and stuff, because they saw that even though we're free, but there's still some places where it's not the same, because when we were not free, the only thing that was happening is that if you black, you don't go here. If you white, you go here. If you black a certain time, you're not allowed to be around where in a white neighborhood. If they catch you there, then they beat you. You get arrested, or else you have to go. You know how it's like to go with your pass, with your ID all the time. You used to carry. You have to carry your ID. If you don't have your ID, they used to call it dompas. They used to call it dompas. That was the word for it. So you had to go around with your ID wherever you go in South Africa on the apartheid era. So then 94 came, we got Mandela, and then we were free. Then now we were able to actually come out and walk wherever we want to go. When we want to go to the beaches, we go to the beaches wherever, because before the beaches, it was like white only, then black only. You can't swim here if you black. You can't swim here if you're white. So we had that. It actually um, it was destroying people, because some days I saw a video where policemen, they were actually chasing a black guy with a dog,
Hmm.
telling him he must run far away, and then once he reached a certain point, and then they just let loose of a dog, and then telling him that he must run, then the dogs must chase him. And when they get him, and then that's when they start like biting him and stuff like that. And they would run there and try to stop it, but it was a horrible time. I don't even think I would have survived, like for real, for real. And we lost a lot of people there.
Yeah, man. Salute to all the revolutionaries, all the people that fought for change. I
Big
appreciate
time.
you sharing that with us for
And
sure, because a lot of us
and we
we
still
not
fight.
aware of that history.
Yeah, and we still fighting too. We're still fighting,
Right, the
because
struggle
it
continues.
was some things are not changed. Some things are just we were told that they changed, but when you get there, you can see that no, man. We're still under it, but in the mindset, that's how they playing us. You understand? Because
Definitely.
if I go to the bank right now, go to the bank with same salary, same position, same job description and stuff like that. But if I go to the bank with a white person, or with the Indian person or colored person, whatever the bank that's gonna offer, it's gonna be different from my amount of money when it's come to loans. You understand?
Yeah.
If when it's come to loans, they want to see, hey, this is Mbata, this is Smith, then they were like, okay, I bet you the white person's gonna get like a bigger amount than my amount.
Yeah, most definitely. That's how it is in the States, bro. They can tell by
That's the
your
same
name, you know what I'm saying, and your address.
for
They know
real.
where you live at, and it's a lot of discrimination going on. So the thing is, we have a lot more in common than people
Exactly.
think or than people know. They're like, oh, y'all from Africa, we from America, we so different, but we simultaneously going through the same struggle, and we very creative and strong, and
Yeah,
revolutionary people. So I'm glad you
cause
shared that with us for sure.
yeah, cause with us, we like, hey, when we growing up, or when I grew up, I just wanted to be an American. I wanted to be a black American.
You know,
I wanted to be, I wanted to go to the States. not knowing that they also suffer the same way that we suffer here, but that's
Yeah.
it's not shown. They're only showing the bling bling and stuff like that.